The booster stream is at 6K, and that's a good little start. I mean, it takes a grand total of 14,400 to get us to the goal.
Just under halfway there.
Yeah. Oh, chicken nuggies, chicken tendies. It's all the chickies. So not a bad little start. So we need to go ahead and we need to get into the games that we will be seeing here tonight on the G1 Baseball League. And we're going to, start off pretty much with the first one queued up, I would have to say. And then we will choose after that.
We are watching.
We have here the Game Day Griffins going to take on the RTNY High Rise, the New York High Rise. As you can see, us here on the Griffins are extreme defense experts now, because people's shit has changed after all of that simulating we did in that time skip. Because we are now very, very defensive experts, and apparently it has done us good, because we are 31-28. RTNY High Rise are 21-38, and they are rotation aces.
Hello? Okay, make sure my
What?
phone works.
Yeah, you're here. Yeah, what you said was right, Donut. If a ball needs to be caught, we got it. Alright, so let me send this out here for our first meeting of the teams here. Oh! Controller disconnected. Alright, let's see. Who do we got here on high res?
Seeing how loud I am on the stream. Am I loud now?
Alright, there we
Can
go.
I get a piece of cake?
I mean, you sound fine to me, and from what I understand, Everybody should be able to hear you, Jimbo, so it's all good.
I know. I'm just messing with things.
Okay. So there we go. So there we go. We've got here today. We got a starting pitcher. We got Josiah Renegade, and over there we got Pook613. Some notable players on each side. We got Shiro, Thanatos, Silent Hero for the Griffins. Mario, Uni, and Avidad for the High Rise. All right, let's go ahead and get into this game. You ready, Jimbo?
Oh, boy.
Big Sky Ballpark. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the G1 Baseball League. We got the first game of the night. I am here. Jim is here. And we've got the Griffins and the High Rise start us off tonight.
Indeed, it's an exciting matchup here as we are on our way to the end of the regular season here in the G1 Baseball League. As that bat shatters, will they make the first? Indeed, they do for the first out.
The third baseman.
As the Red Robe steps to the plate, batting .378 on the season, only 3 home runs and 14 RBIs. Robe not having a ton of chances at the plate this year, but making do with the opportunities he has been given.
All right, it is a night. Oh! Well, somebody's on first.
He took it on the butt there.
On the gluteus maximus.
Can we say butt? I just said it twice.
Well. And, oh, excellent hit by Minamikoto. Look at it go. And boom, right into J-Jags. Hand, unfortunately, way back there at the wall.
Most other fields, that's probably a home run, but it was just not far enough. As Silent Hero steps to the plate, of course, Silent Hero as well, not given a ton of opportunities as he's coming off the bench today to give the other first baseman a rest. But .250 average, 1 home run, 17 runs batted in. A decent bat off the bench, decent fielder as well as that is up, and it looks like it's going to be caught.
Jesse with a Y with a good catch there.
Yep, that is the third and final out as the High Rise step to the plate with Josiah Renegade on the mound for the Griffins.
Yep, normally he's a reliever, but obviously everybody needs to start off here at some point.
Indeed, it's that is hit to a Red Rope who gets the ball over to Silent Hero for the first out. Yep, Rod, indeed, it is a long season, and the Griffins are indeed in the playoff hunt at this point, and they are looking to improve their standing, get a better seeding for a possible big playoff run here in the G1 Baseball League. But of course, they want to make sure their starters are well rested and ready to go for a potential 3-game series.
Right,
postseason.
Because I'm sure they've got some big games with some big opponents starting here before too long, before the regular season ends.
As Uni steps to the plate, batting .296 for the High Rise, 9 home runs, 32 runs batted in. There haven't been a ton of highlights for the High Rise this year, as they've got a record of 21 wins and 38 losses, of course, near the bottom of their division. But they come out every week, and they are playing hard, as that is out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning. Still a 0-0 ball game.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 48.
You know, I gotta say, should it still be called like a beanball if it hits somebody else other than the head? Like, it hit Robe in his booty. Shouldn't it be called like a booty ball? He got hit in the booty?
I mean, if you want to call it that, that's fine. But obviously, as Shiro takes a walk here on 4 pitches, as Donut steps to the plate, .291 average, 639 runs batted in. You could call it a booty ball if you want, Rob, and Rod, and I suggest that you do, but I'll call it a hit by pitch or a beanball, because that's as the stats guy here in the G1 Baseball League. That is.
Oh, it's short bus. Eric coming up now, as the Griffins have somebody on second. Pretty good scoring position. Only 1 out. Let's see if Eric can keep this up, because I mean, obviously you can't call something via what they hit. Obviously, if you get beamed by a ball, that's a head. I mean, if you get hit by a... Oh, that's a strikeout for Eric.
Indeed, as Eric didn't even take the bat off his ball, take the bat off his shoulder. His Dumpster steps to the plate here with a improving batting average, batting .227 at this point, but that is going to be out number 3 as the Griffins don't take the opportunity to capitalize on that runner on second as the high-rise step back up to the plate.
Yeah. As I was saying there, Jim, I mean, because, like, if somebody gets hit in the hand or, like, let's say the knuckle with a ball, that's still hit by pitch, but you can't call it a knuckleball.
No, because that's an actual pitch.
Exactly.
Can't call it a knuckleball. You can't call it a handball because that's a completely different sport. That's why on the cards, on the stack cards here that you see right here next to me, this card right here.
Okay.
And for all the folks at home who are keeping track, that's why it's an HPB, hit by pitch.
All right. I mean,
we just say beanball because it's easier to say than hit by pitch.
Right. And it's funner to say. I was just thinking about something fun to say. I mean,
I know. It's okay.
Beanball, booty ball. But they both start with a B.
Is that a strikeout for the second out? With Rudy stepping to the plate, the real RV3. 308 average, 11 RBIs. Bright spot off the bench for the high rise, of course, despite as they don't have a ton of bright spots.
Oh, that's a big hit. But not far enough.
Donut is there, makes the out, and of course we are still scoreless going to the top of the third with Josiah Renegade stepping to the plate for his first at bat here. Of course, one of the as we've said throughout the season, pitchers sit here in the G1 Baseball League, and as you can see there, based on his batting average, Renegade is no slouch at the plate.
All right.
That 375 average, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in, as I think that's not going to get to the foul territory. I think that's going to be it out.
Oh, nope. It went into the stands just far enough for the high rise not be able to get it. There we go. That's the out at first.
As Lena steps up to the plate, but
one of the
using a new.
Well, yeah. Well, also she is one of the star hitters for the Griffins and the G1 Baseball League at large.
Indeed, that 364 average leads the league at this point, and she's done nothing but continue to improve on it throughout here at the end of the season. Of course, that definitely doesn't help the average. That is out number 2 with Red Rope stepping up to the plate, who got hit in his booty by a booty ball.
that it is. And, that's a solid hit, but unfortunately it goes out there to Jag.
Solid hit, but directly to where the left fielder was playing as the high-rise step up to the plate. So far, no team, it's only been walks abound for both teams here to get base runners on.
Right, I mean, we've seen it multiple times at this point. But there you see,
Minnie Makoto makes a diving, beautiful stop to get the out at first.
And that's
on the top 10 highlights.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Especially with their rocky start to the season, the Griffins have definitely went to the extreme with their defensive game, and it has been paying off here in the latter portion of the season.
Indeed, is. Sometimes just a cultural reset and getting back to basics can lead to big changes on the big changes on the scoreboard. It's that bat is thrown.
Watch
but
out!
Unfortunately, didn't hit a ball. As that is out number 3. We go back to the top of the 4th. Still 0-0.
I mean, at least the high rise sent something flying, right?
Yep, exactly. The bat went further than the ball did, Rod.
And that's a grounder. Is she going to make it to first? Oh, unfortunately, no.
Silent Hero stepping to the plates. 0 for 1 today with that ground out.
And, that's a good one. It's going. I don't think they're going to make it there. Nope. It goes back to the backboards.
That is extra bases for Silent Hero as he gets to second untouched for a 1-out double here. Get something going for the Griffins.
Number 48.
And, Look at that go right in. Oh, well, never mind. It hit the barricade. Almost went right into the high-rise dugout.
Thankfully, everybody was ducking because they were all paying attention, definitely not looking at iPads. That is a ground ball. Will they send the runner? They do not. Keep the runners on the corners with one out as Donut steps to the plate. 289 average, 6 home runs, 39 runs batted in. A potential scoring opportunity here for the Griffins.
Let's see if he can get that RBI to 40. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. Oh, trying to go after Shiro at first there.
Yep, Shiro maybe thought the pitcher was not paying attention. As that is a walk to load the bases with 1 out here. As Short Bus Eric with a chance.
All right, big chance. A lot of pressure on Short Bus's shoulders right now.
Indeed, a chance to prove that he should get more time in the lineup as the season winds down here. As I think we got about 4 games left per team. As that is a suicide squeeze bunt.
Oh, what did they do? What did they do?
A suicide squeeze bunt that somehow works because the ball got past the got in front of the catcher. They get this run home out at first, but the run scores across. Not so we've seen that multiple times. As that is dumpster lines directly to Avidad for the second out or for the third out. We've seen that multiple times as the high-rise step to the plate here. We've seen that multiple times in the G1 Baseball League. Only 9 times out of 10 the execution has failed, but that is the first time really we've seen that suicide squeeze work with the bases loaded. As that is a high fly ball. Something like Mini Makoto is under it for the first out. The Griffins implementing a bit of a different strategy here to change things up. Obviously, their pitching and defense has been working to this point, so rely on what got you here and the rest of the ball in place.
Exactly. I mean, that was a hell of an aggressive play to get 1 point on the board. I mean, it definitely threw the high rise for a loop because, I mean, the catcher was there away from base. He went, automatically just threw it to first to get the automatic out as Renegade is out. Necocell is in.
Yep. And the double switch happens as Short Bus comes out. The baser goes in left field. It is also a thing, Rod, where because of the way the ball was bunted, it got forward just far enough that the catcher wasn't able to turn around and tag the runner coming home from third. So,
right. I mean, he just didn't have a time. I mean, he could have tried to go back, tried to get Silent Hero, but he's like, no, just off the back wall, and safe at third.
They get under the tag there, and that is. The call is safe as they got runners on the corners also with 1 out.
And Robe! Oh!
Whoa. The runner at third is very lucky he ran backwards as soon as the ball was hit, because if he goes forward at all, Robe is tagging third there on that dive and making the third out. But that is a big second out here for the Griffins as they're looking to keep a 0 on the scoreboard for the high rise.
And that is out number 3.
And we got another shattered bat here. That is 2 today. But the Griffins limited the damage as there was none done. It is still a 1-0 lead as the baser steps up for his first at bat here this afternoon. Of course, the baser in that rotates in and out from many positions on the field. 270 average, 2 home runs, and 21 runs batted in.
And that's a good hit, but it is way too high and way too short. As now here comes Lena.
Still, obviously, as of entering today, she was leading the league in the batting average. But, of course, that 0-for-2 start isn't helping matters. She'll be looking to get on base here, get a hit. As it looks like Pook is pitching around her for a 4-pitch walk. Smart play by the pitcher. Don't want one of the Griffins' most dangerous hitters to take a chance.
And, that is almost had a steal opportunity there.
Yep, as that ball is out there, but Yoni makes the play out in right field for the second out.
Now batting the
As
second
Minnie
baseman,
Makoto steps to the
number
plate 0
37.
for 2 this afternoon. She had that stellar dive in the first inning to make a stellar play in second base. Oh! Lena gets back, but just barely. Minnie Makoto's waiting for her pitch to hit.
All right, we're all lit up. Final out.
Manito's taken off.
And up, that's going to be the final out right there.
Yeah, Jesse with the Y makes the catch out in short left field. And the high-rise step to the plate again to maybe have a reversal of fortune, but to throw down that reverse card from Uno.
Number 27.
Whoop. And that is out number 1 for Neko Cell.
The second baseman, number 21. Now batting the catcher, number 10.
And ouch. That is out number 2.
Indeed, a big strikeout as the fellow pitcher Pook steps to the plate. But as I say that, she's out, and Trash Senpai Remy Tim steps in to pinch hit for the high rise. Of course, Remy Tim, a power threat as always with those 11 home runs, but has struggled to hit for average as well. Only a 236 average.
I mean, let's see if she can get 3 in a row. Griffin. Oh! Oh! DeBaser unable to get to it in time out there in the outfield.
Baser gets it in safely to stop any run scoring potentials. Neko Cell is out, and Clay Fair coming in relief. As it looks like indeed the Griffins are employing the all bullpen strategy here.
All right, I mean, it's a good idea when one pitcher looks to be having some trouble. Just go ahead, boom, bring it in.
Just like that, as Clay strikes out Connor Nuker. And of course, Syntactic Sugar is going to step in to pitch for the high rise here. In the top of the 6th inning, the Griffins still holding on to that minuscule 1-0 lead.
All right, I mean, one run. It's all they would need once they get to the final inning to win. All they have to do is hold off the high rise from scoring. So
Silent Hero fouls the pitch off. Protecting the plate there as it's still 2-2.
oh,
Hey. Pitcher Syntactic Sugar had him fooled as he swings at nothing. And that is out number 1 here as Shiro steps to the plate, of course, with a single and a walk. And that is a monster shot, but I think it's going to stay in the park.
Yep, just shy of the back, going over the back wall.
It caught enough wind to stay in the air, but it didn't catch enough push to go over the fence as that is. And again, in some other parks, that might be a home run, but because that was hit to the deepest part of the ballpark, it stayed in bounds and it stayed in the field of play and is an out. That is a single.
All right. Good way to start off is now here comes the pitcher, Clay. I mean, he's at 222, 1 home run, 1 RBI. And don't know what he was diving for there.
Sometimes you make it the last-ditch effort to see if maybe things can change. But, of course, like I said, pitcher sit here in the G1 Baseball League as Clay gets it. Will he get to first in time? No, unfortunately not. It says out number 3. Yeah. Of course, they let Clay bat there, for those of you at home who don't understand why, because Clay is going to go at least another inning here as they are letting him pitch. Of course, Clay, for those that may not know, Clay is actually up for Pitcher of the Year in the G1 Baseball League with his 1.42 ERA and 89 strikeouts, 0.981 or 0.91 WHIP. leading most of the pitching categories. So the Griffins have some talent. They just
And,
gotta put it all
oh,
together.
Shiro with that slide.
Shiro anticipating the ball early, getting the ball, getting the dive, picking it up, getting the out of first. Another top 10 play again. You talked about it at the beginning of the program, Rod. These teams are coming together. The Griffins are defensively.
Right? I mean, they got defense on lockdown, as that is a good strikeout for Clay.
Batter.
The center fielder, number 43.
Up inside. That's up. Oh, ball goal.
And that's a walk. Mario not falling for any of those.
Now pitching.
As out goes Clay, and in comes Woody Man. Eric Woody Man on the plate, trying to pick off the player at first, unable to do so. And look at that, Shiro with the third out right there.
Now batting.
All right, here comes the catcher, Matt Dumpster. Dumpster up first for the Griffins. Whoa, that was real high right there. And there we go. We got a walk. Dumpster on first here for the Griffins, as here comes DeBaser. Patrick
Baser playing
DeBaser.
out in left field today.
Outside. Low. Low. Ball forward.
And that's another walk from Ash there on the pitcher mound, as here comes Lena.
I have a
Thanatos.
feeling that the high-rise have the bullpen going right now.
Oh, that was a tough dive. Unfortunately, unable to get it.
As Connor wasn't able to get it, but stopped the ball and limited and probably saved a run or two. As Red Rope stepping to the plate with bases loaded and no outs. This is the opportunity for the Griffins if they are going to blow this game open.
Yep, lean up. Provided a perfect opportunity here for her team. Bases loaded, no outs here at the top of the second. Totally different things. As that's a solid hit, but oh, bounces right out of his glove.
Yep, they'll take the fielder's choice at first for the outs and get the run across as Fantastic Harmony steps in for Syntactic Sugar. But this run scores. It is 2-0, and they've got runners still on second and third with one out. Big opportunity for Makoto to put a couple extra runs on the board for her team.
Yeah, I mean, she's got 14 RBIs currently. Can definitely do with a few more, and that is one way to do it right there. Here comes two. It is now 4-0.
Pat, Jag, the left fielder, unfortunately couldn't get to it as Jag reached his arm out, but just wasn't able to get to it as they were running on contact there, leading to the 2 runs scored. As, of course, I'm sure Fantastic Harmony is watching. Mina Makoto on first, who is obviously a stealing candidate.
Right, she is a little speed demon.
It doesn't need it anyways. His short bus comes through with a hit up to left field. Got runners on first and second now as the Griffins are keeping this positive momentum going their way with Shiro stepping to the plate next.
Also, that was silent here, not short bus, but whatever. That's fine. It was a good hit either way.
Out of order.
I mean, he was in earlier. He got replaced, so it's all good. But that is out number 2 right there. Is Donut coming up?
Number 4.
As look at. Oh, wild throw! And Minnie Makoto just runs on in the home.
Silent here, I think, didn't run because he was too busy laughing at how far that ball went. That thing went all the way to left field.
Right?
Made him pay as it's 5-0.
And that is out number 3. But look at that damage there in one inning from the Griffins.
Indeed, as that is a 4-spot for Griffins, and the game got that much harder for the high rise.
That's low. Steve. Steve. That's outside. Steve.
Oh, the high rise are just not happy with their predicament they are in here tonight.
No,
They're-
this season has been, to say the least, a letdown for the team from New York, and obviously when you've struggled as much as they have this season, things kind of build, and eventually it blows over, much like in that moment as Woody Man 3-1 counts. So strike number 2, a full count to Avidad.
Take your base.
and that's a walk. Sharp eyes on Avidad.
Indeed, just on the outer edge of the plate is that to put a runner on first for the high rise. Of course, there's still a decent amount of game left here in the bottom of the 7th, but you think that the chances are wearing thin for the high rise to come back and win this.
Yep, they are definitely dwindling down here, Jim. As that, I mean, any other direction, that would have probably been a pretty good hit. Oh, just like that. There we go.
Indeed. Just out of the outstretched arm of Mini Makoto, as I'm assuming indeed that the pinch hitter will come up. Red Hat Jesse stepping to the plate for Fantastic Harmony, looking to get one of those runs across here.
Ball high.
As, of course, both bullpens are up and going as
Right.
this game has finally started to turn a little bit towards for the high rise.
Steve. Outside.
And that's another solid hit, but yep, look at that donut coming in. Grabbing that ball for out number 2.
I'm getting it into Shiro as the cutoff man and making sure that the ball is safe. As Connor once again stepping to the plate 0 for 3 today. As Woody Man coming out and James Jimbo Sox coming in relief. Question is, how far will the Griffins manager let Jimbo Sox go? As this will be out number 3.
All right, so he ends that inning, going to obviously come out as Kai Irkukio, or I'm just going to say Kai because I cannot say that last name.
Kai steps in for the high rise to pitch.
See, I'm not alone now, am I?
No, you are not. But as Jimbo Sox hits a monster shot that clears the
God!
fence. The pitcher for the Griffins carries that ball 351 feet just over the right field wall. First home run of the season, 3rd run batted in. Where did that power come from, Ron?
I don't know.
Come from?
I don't know, Jim. That was amazing. What a way to start off here. The top of the 8th.
One pitch. I mean, to be fair, Jimbo Sox had a 422 average coming up to that moment. I did not expect a home run. But I know the Griffins will definitely take that score, as that ball is going to be out number 1. Again, the Griffins getting run support from all over the place here. The defense backing them up, the pitching going well, and they getting timely run support when they need it.
I mean, I can hear all the Griffins fans out there saying, like, the fence, the fence. What about the fence? Is there something on the fence? Something's going on down there. But as now Lena Vithanato's coming up.
Indeed. Lena, of course, getting her average back up to 365, still leading the G1 Baseball League here as we got 4 games left in the season for all teams.
And that's a walk.
Of course, Red Rope steps to the plate with 0 for 3, but a run batted in on that fielder's choice and was hit by pitch. I think Red Rope's a little angry that a pitcher got a home run today before he did. Let's see what he does here at the plate.
I mean, he got hit, so he might have an excuse, but still, that's a solid hit, but not going very far. That is out number 2 as, look at him go all the way to 3rd.
That runner tags up as Mini Makoto steps again to the plate.
DeBaser taking him a extra base there, as that's a good one, and another one comes in for the Griffins.
That is a double for Manny Makoto. Another run batted in, and it makes it 7-0. They're up by a touchdown.
First baseman, number 26.
As Silent Hero stepping to the plate now, looking to add to the score.
Hey, let's see if he can keep this momentum flowing here in the top of the 8th. Gotta say, oh, that is out number 3, but the Griffins, with those 2 runs, they are not messing around tonight.
Nope, and Jimbo Sox hit a home run last inning. Let's see how he does on the mound here. As Robe is out, Tom the Iron Man coming in relief. Have to see if maybe that was a defense. I'm guessing that was a defensive replacement for the Griffins.
I mean, maybe he's a little butt sore from what happened earlier at some point. Maybe he needs.
I see what you did there, Rod. That is a bloop single for the high rise. So it just got past the outstretched arms of Manny Makoto. As Jimbo Sox is facing Uni now. And of course, Jimbo Sox is going to be looking for a ground ball here to possibly get to double play it, but he'll take that as that is swung on and missed for out number 1. The high-rise are just having trouble seeing the ball. It's like they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with their baseball bat.
That's a grounder. Double!
Play.
That's no!
Silent Hero drops the ball. It gets past him, and the runner advances to second. Looks like he might have been looking at something else, or maybe just the ball went through his glove. Not sure what happened there.
I don't know, but hey, I mean, sometimes shit happens.
Indeed, like a closer hitting a home run.
Right? I mean, James Jimbo Sox surprising on all sides here tonight. I mean, James.
That is out number 3. Jimbo Sox striking out the final batter. As this is the top of the 9th here with the Griffins' last chance to add to their score as Shiro stepping to the plate, and of course Kai coming out and Jamie Kaji coming in relief.
James, I think doesn't he share a name with that guy over there on that comes on tomorrow night on the G1 Football League? His name's James, isn't it?
Up as Shiro hits a deep fly ball out to right field.
Oh, good one.
He said, if Jimbo Sox can do it, I can too. That is a 377-foot shot. 10th home run of the season for Shiro. 47th run batted in as it is a 8-0. I don't want to say shellacking, but an 8-0 utter domination of the high rise.
I mean, that has got to be a little demoralizing for Jamie Kaji there, coming out immediately. Somebody gets a home run as now here comes the pitcher once again, James Jimbo Sox.
Indeed, Jimbo Sox, of course, for those that weren't here who may be just tuning in, hit a home run over the right field wall in his last at-bat, surprising everybody.
I mean, generally a closer coming in late at the game.
No, that's a high fly ball, but that's not going to leave the infield for out number 2.
Right? I mean, he obviously doesn't have a lot of time at bat, but maybe with showings like that, he should.
Well, that is the great thing about the G1 Baseball League, Rod, is that we let our pitchers hit. There's no designated hitter here in the G1 Baseball League, so if pitchers want the opportunity to hit, they got it.
Right, and I mean, and you see things like that. As that a fair ground ball, but that is out number 3. Now, bottom of the 9th, as Jimbo coming back to the pitching mound as, they've
looking
got
like they're going to give Jimbo a chance for the possible 3-inning save here, as he's only at 13 pitches at this point. And he's just been dominating with his location. As I think that will drop for a hit, as Donut will get the ball and throw it in.
Right, I mean, but the high rise have a 8-run mountain to climb here.
Indeed, once again, Jimbo Sox is going to be looking for that double play ball. You could be keeping pitches either high or low. We'll see what happens. As he throws the changeup by him for strike 2. And he freezes him on the fastball, 92 miles an hour over the center of the plate. That is out number 1 with Thermic Whisper stepping to the plate.
All right. Just 2 more outs closer to the end of this game. Game 1 here tonight as... Oh! And, that is it! That's it! The Griffins have done it!
Silent Hero making up for the blunder earlier, throwing to second, running back to first to get the final out, and that is a dominating performance by the Griffins with that 8-0 win. Let's take a look at the box score here.
Wow.
As you see here, 8 runs on 10 hits with only that 1 error by Silent Hero. And, of course, the high-rise not able to put any points on the board.
Right, whole lot of goose eggs for the high-rise here tonight, unfortunately.
And as we take a look at the stats for everybody that stepped to the plate tonight, as you can see here, just a lot of strikeouts by the high-rise combined struck out 11 times. You are not going to win ball games when you strike out in the double digits. But as you see there, of course, the 2 home runs also contributed for the Griffins.
Right. One of them from a pitcher, by the way.
Which... Yeah, Rod, if you had told me to place a bet on this game on who I thought was going to hit a home run, Jimbo Sox would definitely not be one of the people I put money on.
All right.
But, of course, I probably put money on Shiro, which he did hit a home run. Let's take a look at some of those pitching stats. As you see here, a tale of 2 different games, essentially. It was all bullpen for the Griffins, and it worked perfectly. No runs coming across. Of course, combining for those 11 strikeouts as Nekosel picks up the victory for her team.
Right, I mean, hell of a defensive play with the pitching here tonight. As soon as a pitcher had trouble, they were swapping like nobody's business, keeping everybody fresh on their toes here against the high-rise.
Indeed, it was an interesting strategy pulled by the Griffins, by the Griffins manager to just go with his bullpen all game, and it obviously paid off as they had strikeouts aplenty, and of course, as you can see there, Pook with a decent effort in the 5 innings pitched, but the bullpen could not keep the Griffins bats at bay. As we take a look at the 3 stars for today.
All right, and it is all the game day Griffins. There, look at that. We got a pitcher at number 3rd. Thanks to a home run.
Pitching.
No, not because of his pitching, because he was 1 for 2. Had that home run, the RBI, the run there. Safe, secure at 3rd. And then, of course, you got the other 2 in 1st and 2nd. Obviously, you got Shiro at number 2, going 2 for 4 with the home run, the RBI, and the run as well. And then you got Minnie Makoto there at number 1 there, Jim.
2 for 5. The double. She got into 3 runs that really opened up the scoring for the Griffins. And she also stole the base. Let's not forget she stole the base where the ball was thrown all the way to left field. And that scored a run on that play. That is it for this first matchup, Rod.
Yep, we got 2 more games coming here tonight on the G1 Baseball League. So Jim and I will be back before you know it. So sit tight. Whew!
I did not expect that one bit.
Me either.
I didn't expect my character to hit a fucking home run. I was like, oh, cool, Jimbo's up. He's got a 400 average. Okay, we'll see maybe a bloop single or something. No, fuck that. He's hitting it right over the wall to right field.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, it was real close to the fucking foul pole, too.
Yep. That is about as close to that is about as close as you're going to get to that thing going over the wall.
Mm-hmm. Fuck. All right, and also there you can see the other little new logo that I got for the GBL, the G1 Baseball League. Obviously, somewhat similar to what I already had and tried to make for myself, but this is better. Looks nicer.
Folks, don't forget we got the Boost the Stream challenge for Robe here, where we're over halfway there.
Yep, we are currently sitting right now at 10K, 10,000 of 14,400 points. So yeah, we're at like we're at a very nice percentage raised right now. I won't lie, but we want we want to fill the bar up and maybe get some of this G1 Sports Entertainment on the front page of Twitch. Because yes, we are right now at 69% raised. So thank you all very much for that. But now, we get to go and choose the next game. Or maybe the next 2 games, depending. Whatever the next game will be. So let's go ahead, let's do that. Let's see what we got on tap. Alright. So, we got the Buckeye Broncos and the Screwballs, Core Pirates, Blowfish. Obviously the Blowfish and the Grapplers games won't be focused on because, you know, there ain't nobody we know.
So we got 4 games to choose 2 to watch. I have opinions.
Alright, yeah, we got the Broncos, the Screwballs, the Flamingos, and the Death Battlers, and the Hunters and the Great Whites. The Game Attack Great Whites. Now,
trying to think of who's been shown lately, and
yeah, and also the RT Tunes and the Pittsburgh Pandas. I'd like totally script over them because I saw the Flamingos and
right.
I obviously they're the number 1 in the league, and that's it's somewhat infuriating. The jerks,
especially with what's going on tomorrow night too.
Yep.
Pretty soon they're going to take over host of G1 game days.
Okay, so what should we look at first? If I'm not mistaken, I think we've seen actually like either the Hunters or the Great Whites recently. Possibly last week, maybe? If I'm not misremembering. Have to check the thing to be sure. But, I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that Florida game because, well, it'd be interesting to see if they lost, right?
As I had my microphone muted for some reason. I'm trying to think if we saw them recently and they lost to like RT New York or...
Actually, no, I'm looking at it. Apparently, we actually last week saw the Flamingos play against the Cruisers. California, okay. RT California Cruisers.
Oh yeah, because the Cruisers upset them, that's right.
Yep, because they won. The Cruisers won.
So
and yes, actually, last week we did see the Hunters and the Great Whites.
So I think Hunters and the Great Whites, so we can knock that off. Probably knock off. My vote was going to be, because we haven't seen them, would be the Buckeye Broncos and the Screwballs and the Tunes and the Pandas, only because we haven't seen the Tunes in a while.
Yeah.
And they're at the top of their division.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the Buckeye Broncos in a while.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go with the Buckeye Broncos and the Screwballs.
I mean, unless anybody over in Twitch chat wants to see something different, but...
Well, we'll start off with that because you're right. I don't think we've seen the Screwballs or the Broncos for a little bit. Hey, look,
Oh, hey,
Eric's online.
Hey, look at that. Now you can remember to turn it off without us having to make some stupid segue joke about his sponsorship. I think he did that on purpose.
There we go. Well, we technically could see the Flamingos again because they took on the Cruisers, and now they're taking on the Death Battlers.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Buckeye Broncos and the Screwballs.
Of course, both teams struggling at the end of the season here. This is probably the last chance for them to make an impression, even though, you know.
All right, let me send something out here.
You do that. Remember, folks, in just under an hour, Mr. T.O. Wolf will be live over on G1 Game Days with The Secret of Monkey Island. For host play the greats that they haven't played before, and I'm sure there's an acronym or a better way to say that.
We've just been calling it the host play the greats. That's what.
There you go.
We've been pretty much calling it.
So, yep, a lot of us hosts are going to start redeeming that extra life incentive from 2020. I know Eric's game day coming up on on Wednesday is going to be that. I think Robe mentioned it for his next scheduled game day. Also, Robe, I don't know if you know this, but you're scheduled for a game day on May 19th. I think, if my schedule works out correctly.
May 19th? Okay.
I think. I could be wrong on that. But either way, yep, a lot of us hosts are going to be doing that. So I know Eric's talking about doing Slay the Spire on Wednesday, and I might jump in a party chat with him to help him understand the basics of it.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. All right, apparently Titus and Hogan are dressed as pirates over there on WrestleMania. That's nice.
They still bring a... And of course, everybody's booing Hogan.
The greatness of the WWE Universe being there live. Ain't it wonderful that they're back?
Well, at least for Mania.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into this game.
No.
Okay. No?
Sure.
Okay. We're at Founders Field. Welcome back, everybody. We are here at Founders Field. We got the RT Buckeye Broncos and the Screwballs coming up here. Looks like Obsidian Sigma taking the pitching up first, and Andrew Algren up to bat to start off for the Broncos. Jim and I are back here for the next game. That was a heck of a game we just got out of, though, with the Griffins and the High Rise.
An 8-0 victory for the Griffins. That is a 4-pitch walk for the Broncos here.
I mean, It's kind of hard to believe that actually it was last week that the High Rise managed to upset the #1 placed Flamingos.
Indeed. Sometimes you catch a team napping. Sometimes just things roll your way. There's a whole lot of things, a lot of things go into the sport. So it's interesting to see. That is past the shortstop, and that is going to be a single.
Woo!
Surprised Hydro didn't. I'm a little surprised Hydro didn't dive for it. Is obviously Fun Day Monday coming up to the plate here. Both of these teams on the outside looking in for playoff spots, but looking for one last chance here at the end of the season. That is a deep fly ball, but an out nonetheless. As again, Mark with the C makes a play. Both teams looking to make a lasting impression here at the end of the season on the T1 Baseball League faithful as they watch from home. As Cyberdark, one of the bright spots for the Buckeye Broncos. 307 average or 302 average, 18 home runs, 53 runs batted in, and he's about to add to that total here.
Oh, there we go. Shelby, yep. And 1 in for the Broncos.
Indeed, it is a 1-0 lead.
Right fielder, number 8.
GR steps to the plate here as Obsidian Sigma struggling with his location early, and I know the Screwballs wanted their starter to go deep in this game, but so far it's looking like he's having trouble hitting his spots.
And that is a walk.
Another walk, as I believe now the bases will indeed be loaded for these Buckeye Broncos.
Yeah, Oscar Taco with a big opportunity here.
Yeah, a big chance for them to bust this open. I think Oscar Taco is going to be swinging for the fences with every attempt. We got a full count here. I think that.
Yep, look at that grand slam for the Broncos here to start off this game. 442 feet for Taco.
His first home run and 11th runs batted in as this game is just broken wide open, as I'm sure the Screwballs bullpen is up and at him, as this game can break away from them real quick.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
And, Obsidian Sigma with a walk.
Now batting, the pitcher, number
Things
30.
not working out great here in the first inning for the Screwballs. And that is out number 3. And now the Screwballs coming up. Hopefully, Vinny here, Big Boss of Moss, can start the Screwballs off well enough to get the mojo flowing for this game.
Says Cameron C. Smith steps on the mound for the Buckeye Broncos, and I don't think that's going to get the mojo flowing, as that is a weak ground ball for out number 1. Looks like Robin Bird stepping to the plate here.
And up. I don't think it's going.
It is out number 2. As Shelby steps to the plate here, 244 average, 7 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Just looking to get on base and get something going here in the early going, which we shouldn't talk about it like it's the end of the game, but down 5-0 to start is
right. I mean,
is a rough way to begin.
It is, and there are plenty of opportunities for them to. Granted, yeah, the Screwballs could make that up, but the Broncos could very easily, very quickly extend that lead beyond their reach.
That is out number 3 with the Broncos stepping back up to the plate. And their leadoff hitter once again starting them off. And that is another walk by City and Sigma. I'm assuming soon that the Screwballs will take their starting pitcher out.
Right? I mean, because he's... And, dive just short by Hydro there.
Once again, this inning is starting much like the top of the first did, with a runner on first and second for Funday Bunday. Hydro couldn't make the play to get the ball and get an out.
And, that's a good, solid hit out there to Shelby. And almost looked like they wanted to go home, but they thought twice about it there.
Nope, with Cyber Dark and Ostertaco stepping up to the plate, they wanted to give their biggest hitters the best chance to put more runs on the board.
I mean, obviously, 18 home runs this season, Cyber Dark. And a good...
runs batted in. One of the few bright spots for the Broncos, as the count is full.
It's up. That's going to be an out, though.
I don't think that's going to be deep enough for them to send the runner from third. Indeed, it is not, as that's out number 1 with yard plate. Last time he walked. Let's see if he repeats that.
Is that yeah, that's back there. That's a foul. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not again. Not again. There it goes. Another grand slam for the RT Buckeye Broncos.
396 feet, 8th home run of the season for Jar, as that was almost a similar exact location as Ostertaco's first home run, as he's up to the plate now, and they're still leaving Obsidian Sigma in. I guess they're just letting things fall as they may. And I mean, Rod, we talked about it all season. We have yet to see it, but a mercy rule may be in place here.
Right, I mean,
grounds to Hydro for the second out. If they keep making plays like this, we might be done early here.
Right, I mean, because even if there isn't some sort of mercy rule, I mean, if this gets out of hand, they might have to implement one, because just ouch.
9-0 going to the bottom of the second as Hydro looking to just get on base at this point, like most of the other Screwball batters are, just trying to get something in their favor.
And, unfortunately, that goes foul.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 30.
And now here comes Cade. Oh, man.
And again, Cameron C. Smith looking to get out of this inning relatively with ease. That is a deep fly ball, but inside the park.
Yeah.
Route number 3 is once again no hits across for the Screwballs as the Buckeye Broncos stepping back to the plate.
Now batting, the center fielder. Now pitching.
And finally,
as now here comes Zachary Whitley. And we've got a hit, but Mark with the C out there with a nice catch. for the first out.
Cameron C. Smith pops up to Hydro for out number 2. Of course, Andrew stepping to the plate once again. He's got on base both times. And eventually led to a grand slam for the Broncos. I don't think that's going to do it. For the first time today, the Buckeye Broncos go down 1-2-3. With Dylan Toomey stepping up to the plate here for the Screwballs in the bottom of the third.
All right, let's see. Maybe with some... Oh, nope, never mind. I was going to say, let's see if they can have a turn of fortune here. But, I mean, because that was a solid hit by Dylan, but fortunately it went right to the first baseman.
Sometimes you hit the ball as hard as you can, but it's hit directly to a fielder. As that is out number 2. C. Smith is dealing for the Broncos here early. As Zachary Whitley stepping to the plate, of course, they're going to let him bat as he's probably going to be, they're looking for him to go a couple of innings in relief. As it's looking like we might see.
And, oh, whoa, okay, come on now.
Throws the bat further than the ball, but strikes out for the final out as once again the Screwballs go down in order 1, 2, 3, and it leads to Exact Chase stepping to the plate for the Broncos. And so far today, we saw the blowout by the Griffins and just an overall offense. All 3 phases of the game, they were great. And, of course, we got here with the Buckeye Broncos just being offensive geniuses so far. Back-to-back grand slam and back-to-back innings. That is out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 29.
And, oh, that's a solid hit, and yep,
ball.
It is gone.
Another home run for the Broncos. Funday Bunday's 5th home run of the season, 17th runs batted in, and it is now double-digit lead for the Broncos, 10-0.
All right, and we are only in the 4th inning here.
Of course, if we see this game is technically not over yet, but of course you hate to see a team break out to this big of a lead this early. So that is out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8.
Oh no!
Oh,
that it goes again!
A long line drive, 399 feet for yards, 9th home run of the season. Says another home run for the Broncos as Oscar Taco steps to the plate. Of course, hitting that monster grand slam in the first inning. It is now 11-0.
And there it is, 11-0, the final out. And now the Screwballs come back up to the plate, bats in hand. And we are back to Vinny, Big Boss Amos. See if they can start to make some motion around those bases. That's a pop up, and the first out.
Robin Bird 0 for 1 today. Of course, this lineup so far, C. Smith has been, as that looks like it could drop in for the first hit, but Oscar Taco gets there and gets the play for the out as Shelby stepping to the plate for the second time here. As, of course, so far, as I was saying, C. Smith of the Broncos, 11 up, 11 down to this point. That is definitely not deep enough.
Nope. I mean,
Char makes the play for the final out, and as that ends the 4th inning, 12 up, 12 down for Cameron C. Smith as the Broncos step to the plate once again. Mocha Jones leading them off. As, like I said, this game is far from over as we're in the top of the 5th, but you have to believe that the Buckeye Broncos faithful are more than happy to kick back and relax as they got the 11-run. They're up by 11.
I mean, there's a good solid hit. Luckily, Mark with the C out there in left field with the catch. Kokoro Fawn now. I mean, the bats are just singing here for the Broncos tonight, and it seems the Screwballs just can't catch a break. And oh no, here we go again.
Gone. That is a monster shot to right field, as that is where all the home runs have been for the Buckeye Broncos. Fawn's 5th home run of the season, 389 feet, 16th run batted in, and it is now a dozen runs for Buckeye Broncos as Whitley is out. Mike Trumpet Ego coming in for the Screwballs, looking to stop the bleeding.
I think the Broncos are playing a different game. I think they're doing something different. I think somebody needs to tell them that this isn't a home run derby. They need to settle down. Okay?
Well, that is out number 2 for the Broncos as Andrew once again steps to the plate 0 for 1, but has 2 walks. I mean, Rod, I'll be honest, when I looked at all the stats and everything and all the scores and all that for these two teams coming into this game, I did not expect it to be as one-sided as it's been so far here in the early going.
And that is a walk.
Indeed. So far, every time Andrew has taken a walk, they've gotten a bases loaded and a grand slam has followed as Exact Chase steps to the plate. As he was swinging for the fences on that one, you can tell.
Ooh, yeah. You can almost feel the breeze off the bat.
Indeed, there must be a line score about how many home runs would be hit by the Broncos today, and I'm guessing everybody bet the under because they are crushing the ball. It's like having a tennis racket up there.
And we got trying to steal, but that's a good, solid hit. Again, out to right field.
And again, another run across as Hydro Arctic stepping up to the plate 0 for 1 today with that strikeout. Of course, Hydro on the season hitting 275, 5 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Has been consistent at the plate, but hasn't been able to fully put it together. Maybe a lack of bat speed or something. But Cameron C. Smith struggling here a little bit.
I mean, he's been out here for,
And that is a walk, and that is the official first base runner of the afternoon for the Screwballs. I'm not going to say that could turn the tide, but it is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's just holy cow! Just Hydro getting on first. It is a step in the right direction. As now Earthworm Joe, as another walk.
5 pitches.
Whew.
5 pitches and another walk, and I think the Broncos bullpen better start warming up here. As Cameron's double play could happen.
Nope. Now they got runners in the corners.
Cade ran his little feet off to get to first and prevent the double play. Is now that, of course, fielder's choice will not go across as a hit.
All right, Cade did not skip leg day. That is for sure.
As we say
Dylan Toomey running wild, hitting a home run. They're in left field, complete opposite of right field that the Broncos have been hitting.
Just like that, 4th home run of the season for Dylan Toomey, 417 feet, and that cuts the lead to 9. Like I said, sometimes you just need that one thing. Is the perfect game, and the no-hitter is gone for the Broncos. As I'm sure Cameron C. Smith is just looking to get out of this inning without any more runs scored. As I don't think we'll have a mercy rule at this point.
No, but I mean, there he goes. Oh, nope. There it is. There's the switch. Connor McNamara coming in, relieving for the Broncos. Here on the last out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 12.
But Screwball's keeping it up. Another person on first here. Big Bossamas back. At bat. Still. Final out. We're all lit up. And, oh! And it goes foul. And, oh, that is a walk. Screwball is continuing up as now Robin Bird.
Number 27.
And, oh, that's a good hit from Robin. To Fawn out there as, oh, is he going to make it? Yes, he's safe, and that is another one in for the Screwballs. It is now 4-12.
Number 13.
As it looks like the Screwballs have got the juices flowing here now. Now 12-5. The runs are just rolling in as Hydro up here, the man that started this off with being walked.
Indeed, when this inning started, we figured it was going to be another 1-2-3 inning for the Screwballs, but now they've broken this open and are looking very lucky that went foul for the Broncos. Like I said, that's why you can never shut the door on a game until the final out is had, because things like this can happen all the time.
I mean, they've still got a lot of runs to make up. I mean, but they are.
Will be the final outs of the fifth, as we will go to the top of the sixth with the Screwballs putting a few bunches together. As Mecha Koopa coming in relief to be the new pitcher for the Screwballs, as the Broncos will step back to the plate looking to recoup a couple of the runs they gave up there.
Right. I mean, if they could only have done what they did there in the fifth, in the first inning, like the Broncos did, we'd be saying the opposite here.
Indeed.
And there, another solid big hit out there to right field. I mean, okay, there we go. There's one right down the center.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And it's on number one, Cyberdark, of course, looking to join the home run parade and hit one over the fence here.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8.
Oh, right past the pitcher there, but shortstop able to get it for the third out.
Yes, indeed. It's the Screwball's got the 1-2-3 inning with Earthworm Joe leading off here in the bottom of the sixth. This game it's been, so far been the tale of two different teams.
Right? I mean, the Broncos just blasting out from the first inning. They've slowed down now, obviously. But the Screwballs there in one inning made up quite a few runs.
Number 61.
But they still got a little bit to go. But it definitely seems like the Screwballs have definitely got, well, the balls rolling. But that is a second out as here comes Dylan Toomey, who up last time got that big home run.
Yep, Toomey Mania was running wild when he hit that home run. The fans came alive, as well did the Screwballs bats.
And ouch, that is a 1-2-3 out for the Screwballs that time as we go into the seventh.
As Mecha Koopa stepping to the plate here,
Number 2.
stepping onto the mound as Ostertaka stepping up to the plate, of course, had that monster grand slam in the first inning.
And that is an out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 44.
This looks like it'll be out number 2 on the first pitch from the top of the
There it
seventh here.
is. Yep.
Now batting the center fielder.
Kokoro Fine steps to the plate, who had a home run as well.
All right, but they only have... Oh, that's a solid hit, but it goes right to Earthworm Joe there in right field, who has been putting in work here tonight, where a lot of hits have went out to the right field. They've mostly been home runs, but that doesn't mean Earthworm Joe has been down on his game. He has been there to try and see where that goes. As that is a monster hit. We got a home run right out the gate. 424 feet from Mark with a C.
His 4th home run of the season, and just like that, the Screwballs add another run and are now down by 6 as Mecha Koopa obviously going out, Kelly Kanan coming in to pinch hit, and Connor McNamara out, James Ironbeard going in, and obviously Boondock Element coming in the double switch.
All right, let's see what Kanan can do coming in, standing in for the pitcher. A smart move. They definitely need it, though. 4 balls, and that's a walk.
Sometimes that's all you need is just somebody to do a simple thing when they step to the plate, and that's exactly what Kanan did, keeping this inning going.
Is now Vinny, Big Boss of Moss, back up to the plate. And it's tipped up, it's back, but not going to go back far enough for a foul. That is out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 27.
All right, there she is from first base, Robin Bird. And, oh, yep, that one went immediately foul. And that is out number 2 as Kanan sits still at first here. And, oh, there she goes. And slide, but no, it hits the ground as Kanan runs her little butt off to third, but unfortunately unable to get there in time. Very aggressive move by the Screwballs, definitely needed by them, but didn't pay off this time.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11.
All right, as now Malice Last has taken the pitching mound here. Already at 1 out. As, uh-oh. Oh, no, that's going deep. It's going back, but luckily Shelby gets over there, gets under it
The third baseman, number 20.
for the second out. As now the Screwballs coming back slowly with their 6-12, but they need another big inning. It is the top of the 8th. That is out number 3.
Go to the bottom of the 8th here.
Yeah.
Hydro leading off.
Let's see if Hydro can continue this climb back to this game. As, oh, that was a heck of a dive, but it goes foul.
As of course, Rod, the fans some of the fans started walking out of the stadium when it was 12-0, but of course, those loyal Screwball fans who have stayed have been treated to a comeback, as that is out number 1. A line drive to second base with Earthworm Joe stepping up for his third or fourth plate appearance.
And, oop, that's a strike. And, oh, he got hit.
Got hit in the upper thigh, and that is a free base as Cade stepped into the plate 0 for 3 here for the Screwballs. As they'll take that free base runner.
I guess you could call that a high thigh ball. But they got a runner on first. That is what they needed to begin this comeback, and they got it again. As that unfortunately goes foul.
As a double play ball could happen here.
And that is it. Double play. We are now in the final inning here. Final shots for both teams.
Monday step into the plate 2 for 4 with that single, that massive home run. As Danger Boy John coming in relief of Malice last. As this is the last chance for the Broncos to pad their lead, take a little more pressure off their bullpen.
And 1, 2, 3 swings. He is gone.
Cyberdark, of course, last chance for him to join the home run parade that the Broncos have had today. I don't think that's going to do it.
No.
That is out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
Charge stepping to plate, of course, with 2 home runs today alone for the Broncos. As the could be final out there, as that looks like that'll be it.
Yep, that'll be it. This is the third out. And they need to come up with either 6 or 7 runs to either keep this going or take it away from the Broncos.
Is Josh Howe coming in to close this game out for the Broncos? As, of course, Dylan Toomey, who had that monster 3-run home run to start the Screwballs scoring. He's at the plate now waiting for his pitch to hit.
And that was a good pitch, a decent hit, but it's only good for an out.
Mark with a C also with that home run. Again, the hits have come, the bats have come alive for the Screwballs, but it's a matter of if they're going to be able to put up another 6 spot. Here's that is another out to first. Cyber Dark runs it over, gets the second out, and the last chance for the Screwballs is, I believe, yep, Danger Boy John going out. Chuck Z coming in to pinch hit, with being the last opportunity at the plate for the Screwballs.
And, oh, that's a solid hit, but I think, yep, they're already calling it. That is going to do it.
Vaughn makes the catch for the final out, and the Buckeye Broncos, despite some late hiccups, take a convincing 12-6 win here in the G1 Baseball League. Let's take a look at that box score. 12 runs for the Broncos on 9 hits, no errors. Of course, the Screwballs 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And, of course, Screwballs with that big 5th inning, making you believe they had a chance to come back. But
right, I mean,
couldn't do anything outside of that.
I mean, the wheels got turned. It's like the machine got oiled there in the 5th inning, but unfortunately, it just couldn't keep going. And luckily, they were able to hold off any more damage to make the lead any stronger, but they just couldn't make it up. As now we look at these other stats, and the Broncos just, my word, the home runs, the 2 grand slams, and just, wow. They came out and just laid down the gauntlet. I mean, you just look at the stats.
Yep, 5 home runs for the Broncos compared to the 2 for the Screwballs. It was just, from the first inning, it felt like more the Broncos were ready to play, and unfortunately the Screwballs just couldn't, as you see there, just weren't ready for the hot start that they had.
Right, and I mean, you especially look at the pitching here. You see, for the Screwballs, specifically there, it was only 2 innings, but Obsidian Sigma just, unfortunately,
got hammered.
Yeah, got hammered. Just rough as rough could be. They took him out, and Zachary Whitley came in, but didn't quite fare much better.
After Trumpet Ego came in, things settled down for the Screwballs. But, of course, on the other side of the mound, the Buckeye Broncos were expecting a quality start out of Cameron C. Smith. And, of course, through 4 innings, he had a perfect game going. And it came out in the 5th and struggled to get through that inning. And they had to bring in Connor McNamara to relieve him. Of course, McNamara, in such case, picks up the win as James Ironbeard and Josh Howe came in relief as well and gave up no runs.
All right, and now we look at the MVPs. Luckily, it's not all the Broncos, because there you see, edging out the 3rd place spot here tonight for the best players is from the Screwballs. You got Dylan Toomey going 1 for door. He got the home run with those 3 RBIs, the run up for himself, and he was the one that made hope feel alive for the Screwballs, so to speak.
Indeed, Ostochakos taking 2nd place. That started off the scoring for the Broncos with that monster grand slam in the 1st.
Right, and then
they're in first.
Ken Jar going 2 for 4, got the 2 home runs. 5 RBIs and 3 runs himself. Definitely deserves the 1st place spot there, but that is it here for this game here tonight on the G1 Baseball League. We got one more coming at you, and we'll be back with it before you know it. So stay tuned. Wow. Definitely a different game from what we saw. So now we must choose our last game here. We've got one good one that we could do. Another that wouldn't be a bad idea because they are the number 1 in the league, and they're going up against the Death Battlers, which they didn't go against last week, so it is technically a different team. But anyway, let's see. What should we do here, everybody over there in the wonderful Twitch chat? Well, first, let's simulate these other games that have, well, we're not going to actually watch. We got the Core Pirates and the Blowfish. So let's simulate and see what happens here. Oh, look at that! 7-3. Not bad, Core Pirates, not bad. But next we got Twitch Titans and the Grapplers. Let's simulate them. Ouch. 1 to 7. All right, now. All right, here's the schedule. Here's what we got up. We could watch the RT Tunes and the Pittsburgh Pandas. I think it's been a while since we've seen the RT Tunes, and if we look at the season standings, the RT Tunes are in 2nd place. They're at the top of the division. Above the Griffins. Or we could have the RT Florida Flamingos and the Death Battlers, which The Flamingos are definitely at the top, number 1 spot in their division, and they're going up against the Death Battlers, who are not. But last week we actually saw the Hunters and the Game Attack Great Whites, and, well, the Griffins and the High Rise was the first game that we saw here tonight. So, what do you all wonderful people over there in the Twitch chat think? The Toons and the Pandas, or Flamingos and Death Battlers? 50-50 split. You know what? Maybe I'll do the smart thing here. Gotta pull it up first. Oh, hang on. Isn't there a thing I can do to make this easier? Woo! There we go. All right, here, we'll give it 3 minutes. Start the poll. What should the next game be, everybody? You got the Toons and the Pandas and the Flamingos and the Death Battlers. Get your vote in. You got 3 minutes to do so.
Get your vote in now, people.
Welcome back, Jimbo.
I've been here. That sounds
I know.
anything.
And Yamcha is not on a team. He is not a thing. He is not in a thing. So, whichever wins this vote is the one we shall do next. And also, don't forget, even though the poll has taken its place, the whole boost the stream thing is still there. And you can still put down your points for it, should you be allowed, if you haven't maxed them out. But hey, maybe if we can't do it tonight, maybe during football.
So let us know, folks, what game you want to watch for the third and final game to send us home on. Obviously, we've had two very similar, well, not very similar, but very big blowout games here. I wouldn't be against a competitive game between two teams, but of course,
I mean, we don't know what we're going to get. That's for damn sure.
Exactly.
So time ticking down. Still time to get your votes on. Looks like we got a few. As there is the alarm for me to take my pill, and I will go do that as soon as this poll is over. Because we will know what game we will be doing. And again, we got a few votes. So remember, everybody gets a vote. I mean, it's completely anonymous. So even if you're just laying back lurking, you can go ahead, make your voice heard of what you would like to see Jimbo and I do next. All right, looks like the poll is done, and all right, looks okay. Well, looks like we're going with the Flamingos and the Death Battlers.
Fucking hell. Tired of seeing the Florida teams.
Well,
Let's go with it.
it's what they voted for. It's what they wanted. So, it is what we shall give you all. But first, that means we have to simulate this game to get there.
Simulate. Come on, Pandas. Pull out a surprise win.
Alright, simulate game. Oh!
Another blowout. The Pandas are on the heels of the Toons in the... Oh my god, that Northern Division is just wide open.
Right?
The Southern Division, however...
Good.
I mean, I hate that Florida is doing so well, but also it's keeping the Sirloins and the Blowfish from leading the division.
Right? I mean, it's like, goodness.
14-run differential in their favor. They are scoring runs at a premium.
That they are.
All right, let's...
Okay. All right, well... Let's go ahead. I'll send out a thing.
Write the tweets, start the game up, and we'll get this last game going. You are a pirate.
All right, who we got here?
Fucking Eric.
What? Are you talking about over there in the Twitch
Game
chat?
day chat? Yeah, in the game day chat. He fucking puts... I looked over to the game days real quick to see how the start of the stream is going, and I see Eric say, "Wow, look at all those points. I'll see myself out. Love you, Jimbo." Dumbass, you're in the game day chat, not Rope's chat. So then he eventually came over here.
Yeah.
But he said it earlier, but
He was in the wrong chat. Yeah. And
yeah. Also, you said points earlier, but I'm choosing to ignore it when you do. So what do you say we get this game going?
all right, well, I'm still
Typing out the tweet.
yeah. All right, who
And
we
if you're
got?
watching this on YouTube, let us know what your favorite sport is, as well as what your favorite team through the G1 Baseball League season has been so far. Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like it.
And it better not be Florida, because goddamn. Because they're just too damn good. They're so good that everybody has to hate them. That's the way it goes.
Well, it's like with the wrestling rope. They came in and did so great at the start when they first came in, and everybody hated them until the G1s rallied together to end that shit. And so obviously the first season of the baseball and the football, Florida has to come in and dominate the first season, and then things will be as they were.
All right, there we go. And I actually need to go and get my medicine. So I'm going to start the game. You will start it out for me here, Jimbo, because I trust you to do that. And I will be in once I get it and take my medicine, and I'll be back in the saddle. Nope, not simulate. Watch the game. Here we go. Red Rock Park. Haven't seen that one in a while.
All right, everybody, we are live for game number 3 here in week 20 of the G1 Baseball League. As we've got the overwhelming favorite to win this league, to win the G1 Baseball League, the Florida Flamingos against the Death Battlers, with Quang Not X-Ray stepping up to the plate to face off against Chad James, who's on the mound for the Death Battlers. Welcome in, everybody. Get your seats taken, and let's get ready for some enjoyable baseball. As we've seen 2 blowouts here already. Will we see a third to be determined, as that will be out number 1. Hopefully you all are enjoying the programming you're seeing here as Victoria Sumfeld steps to the plate. We've seen the Flamingos dominate most of the season. Of course, last time we saw them against the High-Rise and the Cruisers, they struggled mightily. As that ball has hit a frozen rope out to right center field, as that will be down for extra bases, as Victoria steps to second with the double. Yep, indeed, as Rod will be back on commentary with me momentarily, as I think he got held up once again for that Boston crab that he keeps raving about every week. As I remember, folks, this G1 Baseball League presentation, as they send the runner home from third, the ball doesn't get there in time, and they didn't know what to do with themselves, as the runner gets to second, as well as it is now once again runner on second with 1 out, as Sal Benza points to the fence with those 10 home runs. Looking to make it hit in 11th, as the Flamingos are already up 1-0 here in the top of the first. Don't forget, folks, on this channel tomorrow night will be the G1 Football League. Tune in to see the game of the week and see the awesome commentary team of Robbie Doe and James Wintersome. As already, Chad James is struggling with his location, as that is hit up the middle. Let's see if they send the runner indeed, as that'll be his second run across it. It is now 2-0 as fan favorite Ricky is, as far at last I checked, is leading into the 3 triple crown categories here in the G1 Baseball League, with the 20 home runs and the 65 runs batted in. Of course, just behind Lena Vathanatos of the Griffins for the batting average title. But there's still a few games left where anything can happen, as the fans are chanting for Ricky, even all the way out here at Red Rock Park. As the steal attempt happened, but a walk happened. Ricky takes the free pass, and Meg comes up to the plate. Only batting 205 on the season. Of course, Meg given the chance to play, as they gave the regular first base. As steals on, and the ball gets past the third baseman. This could, indeed it is. Nick Kramer couldn't hold on to the ball. As it is now 3-0.
Okay, I'm here. Have I missed anything? Sorry.
Oh, you missed a few runs, Rod. Everything okay? You good?
Yeah, I mean, it's been forever since we've been here to Red Rock. I stopped to get some fucking beaned coffee at a coffee shop, which, by the way, I know we have it here, but I needed to stay bright and perky and everything else, but I stopped at the shop to get some, but there was a freaking line.
As the double play happens, but the 3 runs come across for the Flamingos, as Alex Carlisle steps to the plate. Of course, Alex, not known for his power, but known for his speed on the base pass, as he is leading the league in stolen bases. With Sergio Viral up at the pitching mound for the Flamingos, 3.17 ERA, 72 strikeouts, is in the top 3 in all pitching categories for the Flamingos. I'm glad you made it safely here, Rob. So that is out number 1.
Well, I mean, it's been forever since we've been here, but I just wanted some coffee to stay alert, to stay ready, because we've had some amazing game.
As that looks to be deep enough.
And it's gone!
The left fielder tries to make a play, but it is way over his head, as that is a first run across 370 feet here for Ben Singer. 8th home run of the season, 33rd run batted in, as it is a 3-1 ball game here with Christina Christopherson stepping to the plate for the Flamingos. Well, hopefully that coffee indeed provides a punch that'll keep you awake and running smoothly through this final game here.
Right? I mean, because we've already been all over, and now we're here at Red Rock.
As Christina Christopherson takes a walk with Sean Hines calling his shot, stepping to the plate with a runner on first and 1 out.
But I mean, I will admit I did kind of get a little lost because it's been a while,
Ricky
but
to Meg, and that is a double play. They end the inning the way the Death Battlers did, and that gets us to the top of the second with the score 3-1.
The center fielder.
gotta say, I don't know what I missed, but it's a 3-1. The first inning is done. Seems like we got ourselves a heck of a game.
Indeed. We've had some back and forth action already here, as that is a deep fly ball. Will it clear the fences, or will it stay in play as Carlisle makes the catch?
Now batting, the catcher, number 52.
So Virus Elite stepping to the plate. Virus, of course, coming off the bench for the Flamingos, given a chance to play here as they have basically first place locked up in their division. As Sergio Virus steps to the plate here for his first plate appearance.
And Sean Hines with out number 3. There's now Sam Mitchell comes up to the plate here. Gotta say, I don't know what happened in the first part of that first inning, but apparently it definitely woke up the Death Battlers' defense. And they managed to get 1 run on the board.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 12.
Steve Wright. Nope, inside. Ball inside.
It hits the ground first. We got a double. We got a double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Now the bases are clear. Joshua Kazemi coming up. And looks like Viral
now batting,
with a walk there.
catcher, number 15.
And we got a steal attempt. And no, Ricky unable to make the tag.
Off the plate. Nope.
Indeed, as we've had, as I previously mentioned, if you're just tuning in for this final game, we've had some great dominant action, but in the previous first 2 games, as that's going to get down for a hit and extra bases, as another run is going to come across for the Death Battlers, making it a 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the second inning.
All
We
right.
had the game day Griffins win 8-0.
Yeah, that started us off for tonight, and then
Indeed,
with
just
what we
dominating all 3 phases of the sport.
and then of course what we had in our second game with the Screwballs. I mean, it looked like the Screwballs were just going to get rinsed themselves, but they managed.
Chad James strikes out for the final outs As we go to the top of the third, the score ever closer, 3-2, as Not X-Ray leads off for the Flamingos here. Yep, and we expected the Buckeye Broncos to just stomp all through the screwballs, but they put up a fight, and unfortunately it wasn't enough, as that looks like to be out number one as well. The power bats for the Broncos just were too much in the end for the screwballs. As we go to Victoria Stumpfeld here, a second plate appearance of the day.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
If it
There.
clears the fences, it's a home run.
Yep, went into the stands there.
A monster shot out to left center field, 429 feet. Her 9th home run of the season, 29th run batted in. And that makes the score 4-2. Just like that, the Flamingos are back on top by 2 as Connie Windowbirds steps to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the third.
As Victoria Stumpfeld just on fire here. And nice solid grounder, but just unable to get the first. As now the big guy, Sal Benza, comes up here.
Sal Benza, of course, calling his shot like he always does when he steps to the plate for the Flamingos. Again, one stat to always look at is that if it stays fair, it's a home run. But if it goes foul, unfortunately. One stat to always look at is the run differential for these teams, and the Flamingos lead the league in run differential easy, with at least over 100 runs more scored for them than their opponents as it goes to the bottom of the third inning here. But the score still 4-2 as Alex Carlisle steps to the plate. Of course, Alex not known for his power behind the plate, but known for more getting on base and stealing bases. Is that doesn't look like that's going to get him on base here. As Bensinger steps to the plate, of course, that solo home run in the bottom of the first inning, looking to duplicate that success.
And Ricky, gets it to first base in time for the second out.
And here at Red Rock Park as Christina Christofferson looks to duplicate the success again of the first inning, as that is strike 1 here by Sergio Viral. Gets past Paradox Punk out there in center field, down for double, as the Death Battlers have a runner in scoring position here. Once again, Sergio, who's up for pitcher, who's the top 3 of pitcher of the year voting for the G1 Baseball League.
And there we go.
Punk makes the final out, struggling a little bit, but the out is made, no runs come across, and the Flamingos are back to the plate here, leading 4-2 with Ricky, fan favorite Ricky. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, remember Ricky is leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories in the G1 Baseball League. Home runs, runs batted in, but not average, as that will not help his cause, as that will be out number 1 as Kazemi makes the catch out there in center field, makes up into the plate, of course.
I mean, Flamingo's doing a good job of keeping the Death Battlers at bay. Only having 2 to the Flamingos 4. And solid grounder, but that's going to be, out number 2.
Yep, as Paradox Punk steps to the plate, 0 for 1 today, but is hitting .324 on the season. As we are, as previously mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we are on our way to the postseason here, as we are down to our final few games of the season, as that looks to go foul.
Right.
Another chance.
Speaking of season, did you hear that this upcoming week the wrestling show that's on this channel, it's coming back for its a new season. They finished their last season. They're coming back for a new one here this week.
I do remember they had their big pay-per-view there, I believe if it's called, if I remember correctly, SGC.
Yeah.
And off the heels of that, they took the week off to get everything ready for the season premiere. of the G1 Wrestling Universe. I believe, if I remember correctly, it starts on Tuesday. Is that correct, Rod?
Yeah, actually, I gotta say, after catching some of that show, which, I mean, we talked about this last week. I mean, I'm definitely gonna see. I mean, obviously, we have our hands full here in the G1 Baseball League. We're coming into the end of the regular season. We've got lots of games to get to.
Victoria makes a stellar play there at third base for the final out. Flamingo stepping back up here in the top of the fifth.
Right? I mean, we've got lots of games to get to. Like, heck, there were so many games that have happened, like literally right now, that have ended since before we've gotten to this. Like, the Core Pirates went up against the Blowfish, I'm seeing here. And the Core Pirates managing to get a win, going 7-3. So, I mean... the Core Pirate himself, he is a part of that wrestling show. So, good for them to get a win against I want to say, quite a top-tier team here in the G1 Baseball League.
Indeed, as the second base person makes the dive but can't get the ball. I believe we will see the runner debates, but stays at first as the ball is thrown in. Indeed, Rod, I wanted to ask you. We've talked about obviously the wrestling in previous broadcasts, but do you say you occasionally catch the wrestling? Is that correct?
Yeah, I watch every once in a while. Like I said, I mean, I saw the like later half of that big show, the SGC show, and it was pretty good. You know, they had that
strikes out, not X-ray for the second up. I wanted to ask you, for the bit you've watched, do you have a favorite wrestler or tag team?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of the tag teams. I know there was a tag team match that I didn't get to see. I mean, I haven't been able to go back and watch, but from what I've seen, apparently,
that is out number 3.
From what I've seen, that guy he was the champion. His name was Joe, the Mighty Joe. He seemed like a pretty cool guy, but he lost to that scary-looking dude, that Natural Spook. He's the champion now. He seems really cool, really, really scary. So, he looks pretty cool.
That is a single out to right field. With pitcher Chad James coming to the plate, looking probably for a sacrifice bunt here. Move the runner over to second. Well, since you mentioned as that will succeed, as James almost beats the throw to first, but the sacrifice works as Alex Carlisle steps to the plate. Of course, 0 for 2 today. I will say, Rod, for the bit I've been able to check in, I've actually focused in on some of the tag team wrestling as some of the teams out there in the G1 Wrestling universe are actually pretty fun to watch.
Oh, really?
Of course, my favorite team lost on this last Sunday, but my favorite team, of course, being the Maple Syrup Mafia.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, couldn't get it done. But it was a good match and a solid competition between them and the Bus Ride. I look forward to seeing how things.
The Bus Ride. That's a crazy name. I mean, the Maple Syrup Mafia. That actually sounds kind of sweet. If you think about it.
As that is out number 3 with Connie Windowbird stepping up to the plate here in the top of the 6th. As the bats have gone quiet after the second inning here, with Chad James looking to get through this 6th inning relatively quick. Of course, don't forget, folks, tomorrow night at the same time as our broadcast started tonight, you will have the G1 Football League.
Yeah, and I have been actually able, considering that's generally tomorrow on a Monday, I've been able to catch more of that than during other parts of the week because we're busy. But
that is the leadoff walk, and Sal Benz is stepping to plate, looking to add to the Flamingo as a steal attempt happens.
And no, doesn't get it.
She didn't get enough of a jump ahead at first, and the catcher was able to gun that ball 2 seconds.
Oh, that's a big hit. I don't think it's got the distance, though.
Nope. Okay, Rod, real quick, side note. This is the first time we've been at Red Rock Park in a long time, correct?
Yeah, yep.
Do you remember that truck out in the center field up in the background, or back climbing that hill in the back? Because I don't remember seeing that before.
Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe that's a new model that they have, but yeah, that's been there for a while. I think that's for, who is that for? We have a car sponsor. I can't, God, they're going to nail me to the wall. I can't remember it, but yeah.
As Chad James coming out, John McCullough coming in relief, as I guess they didn't think Chad could get through the final out of the 6th inning here for the quality start, but McCullough coming in relief for the Death Battlers, as he'll be looking to get the final outs and get them to bat, as indeed he does. Christopherson to Singer. That is out number 3 here, as the Death Battlers will step to the plate in a relatively quick game at this point, as we are now in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Oh, there it is. I remember it. It's called the Trickin' Trucks. That's what they're called here in Red Rock. Sorry, I mean, it's been a while. It's hard to remember the name of a lot of places, all the different places we go. But yeah, the Trickin' Trucks, that you can go there, get yourself a big, nice, large, all-wheel drive truck for a very competitive price. Maybe get financing from Pyramid Finance Associates to help get some financing for that. But
indeed, and make sure you get all your documents at bogusdocs.com there, with all your legal documents and paperwork to purchase the car.
Right, I'm sure they can draw up a mean document. They got apparently some good bookkeeping skills as well.
Indeed, as
I think that's we got a rundown here.
Indeed, they got the runner in a bit of a pickle over here, as the catcher throws it back, tags.
There it is.
And that is out number 2. That is why you never run on a ball hit to the right side of the infield, as Nick Kramer going out, Paige Stork coming in to pinch hit, just to maybe provide a spark of offense here, as the steal's on.
Oh, no.
Just got under the tag.
I mean, maybe they sent Stork in here. Maybe Nick is a little bit nervous to come up because, I mean, they need to make up those runs. We are in the bottom of the 6th here. And, yep.
Put our hips into the swing. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done, as we go to the top of the 7th. With the Flamingos still on top by the familiar score of 4-2. Both teams, of course, with 6 hits. But the Flamingos able to do more, as Ben Singer moves over to third. Paige Stork moves over and stays in the game at first base. John McCall is still dealing, as that ball is hit out to center field. Zemi gets the ball in and keeps it to just a single for the Flamingos.
Now batting, the catcher, number
I gotta say, I missed some of it again, but apparently those first innings were quite telling, because it woke up the defense, and the offense has been, on both sides, a bit struggling to make moves. I mean, they've been able to get on base, but unable to really capitalize here.
Indeed, the last offensive thing we saw that brought runs across was, of course, the solo home run by Victoria Stumpfeld a few innings ago. That looks like it could go foul, but a dive by Paige Stork at first there to try to get that ball. Unfortunately, could not come up with it, just a bit short, as this looks to be a double play opportunity for the Death Battlers.
And there it is. That's a way to start us off here, as now here comes Sergio Viral, the pitcher, up now.
Yep, who has calmed down immensely after giving up those 2 runs to the Death Battlers. They're looking like they're going to give him a chance in the bottom of the 7th to get through that inning as well. That will do it. The wind makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the 7th, still 4-2, as Joshua Kazemi steps to the plate, leading off here for the Death Battlers. What's that? No, I said medium rare. No, Steven, I said medium rare with garlic mashed potatoes. Who eats a well-done steak?
Oh, no, you know what? Steven, what the fuck, man?
Get it done. Get it fixed. I will not eat a well-done steak. I will beat you to death with a well-done steak, Steven. Get it fixed by the end of this game. And we're back here, as that looks to be a deep fly ball out to left field. The fielder unfortunately couldn't get up for it, as that is a home run for the Death Battlers. 375 feet for T-Win here. 4th home run, 20th RBI of the season just blazed as John McCullough steps to the plate. Now we're probably in a pinch hit situation as Luis Cruz steps in to indeed just do that. As it is now a 4-3 ball game here. That's another monster shot. Will it stay in the park?
No, he got robbed!
With the play of the day, not X-Ray makes the catch out there in right field and keeps this a 4-3 ball game. You will see that in your top 10 highlights, more than likely at the number 1 spot. As Johnny Farrell tipped his cap to him as he caught the ball.
Oh,
get out of this inning without any more runs scored.
He definitely got the jump on that possible home run, that's for sure.
As Sergio, unfortunately, unable to get that final strike and walks Alex Carlisle, which could prove costly here for the Flamingos.
All right, pressure is building. We are in. Oh, we got a steal. No, he got there before the ball did. Ricky unable to get the tag.
Everybody in the stadium knew that steal was coming, and yet the Flamingos couldn't get the ball to Ricky in time. As this could possibly turn into a tie ball game with one swing of the bats. As unfortunately that will not do it. Mike catches the ball first.
And it looks like Grant Van Winkle comes to the pitching mound here.
Yep, but a run comes across on Mr. Wynn's home run there in the bottom of the 7th, with the score now 4-3 here.
There's the man with the jumping.
Indeed, he hasn't had a great night at the plate, but he's been there when it counts with that stellar jumping catch out there in right field to prevent a home run. He takes a walk.
All right, go ahead. Take your base. That's fine.
Now batting, the third
Of course,
baseman.
now coming up to the plate, Victoria Stumpfeld 2 for 3 with a double and that home run that got them to 4 back in the 3rd inning here for the Flamingos.
I mean, hopefully he's not gone too long, but I'm sorry. I mean, we're here in a ballpark, all right? This ain't some fancy-smancy frickin' steakhouse.
I mean, you look at this thing, Rod. This thing looks like a sirloin burger at this point. It was cooked so much.
Right? I mean,
It's out number 1 here.
I get having maybe a well-done steak at a nice sit-down cloth napkin restaurant, having maybe a well-done steak or maybe a medium-done steak there, depending on your preference, but you're at the ballpark. You get your burgers, your hot dogs. Yeah, we got your steak burgers for every type of fan, but come on, they are out there in the stands serving hundreds of people. They got to cook those things and cook them quick. You don't ask for well done. If you get a well done, you're going to get a brick. That's what that is. That's what that is right there.
As that is a high fly ball, but Ricky's under it, calls for it, and makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. As Sean Hines step into the plate for the
I don't think he could give that to a dog to chew on. I don't know. That's wrong.
I think that's going to turn into a chew toy for my pet.
And there we go. Out number 2. It's down to Death Battlers. They need to get one more to tie this up.
Indeed. As the Flamingos are letting Sergio pitch, even though he's it looks like his arm's a bit of jello here. As that is caught by Make for the final out. We go to the top of the 9th with the Flamingos one more chance to pad their lead here. As Sal Benz is going to be stepping to the plate, calling his shot here, 1 for 3 today with a single and a run batted in. As Alejandro Butters comes in relief of Van Winkle.
And that's a pop-up, but
I don't think that's going to do much of anything.
Nope, that's going to be a first out. That's what that is.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6.
As fan favorite Ricky having a bit of a tough day at the plate, but his teammates have rallied around him here as he's looking to put a hit down and improve his average, giving a last chance at that batting average title to get the Triple Crown, to win the Triple Crown here. So again, he's leading in home runs and runs batted in, but not as that is a high fly ball, but that will not go anywhere as
No
Kazemi
distance
is under
there.
that 42nd out here. Makes
All
that
right.
into the play.
Pressure is building here.
Indeed,
At
Meg,
2
of course,
outs.
0 for 3 today.
And right foul it goes. And no, nice one right by the pitcher there to the center fielder. That looks like Meg on first.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here comes Paradox Punk. If they can extend this lead, the Flamingos have this game possibly in the bag, so to speak. Oh, no! And Paradox Punk ain't happy about it. Is now the Death Battlers coming out. Sergio Viral still on the mound. Okay.
Indeed. He's thrown 102 pitches to this point, but he told his managers he wanted to see this thing through here. As, of course, I'm sure the Flamingos have the bullpen ready to go in case something happens.
Yeah,
That is another foul ball. He's looking for the strikeout here.
I mean, he wants to see this game through. I mean, it's very noble, very noble of the man, but
Indeed, this is from Ricky to Meg. That is out number 1. Of course, we haven't seen. I will say, Rod, one of the things about the baseball league this year, we haven't seen a ton of complete games by the pitcher, and that.
there we go. He's done. He's out. Bringing in
I
Jake.
guess the manager felt he couldn't throw another pitch, but Jake coming in relief to finish the game out for Sergio. As I was saying it, of course, things changed, but we haven't seen a ton of complete games thrown. I think we've seen maybe a couple here
Right.
in the G1 Baseball League so far, but
Apparently, the guys over there, the staff just said no, you're screwing up just a little bit too much. They need one run, and they don't want to take the risk.
Here
And yep, that's it. Woo! Flamingos win again here in the G1 Baseball League at
on
Red
the back
Rock.
of a solid pitching performance and offense that came through when needed here. Let's take a look at that box score. As you see here, the Flamingos, of course, 4 runs on 8 hits. Didn't score a run after the 3rd inning, but they didn't need it. As the Death Battlers, 3 runs, 7 hits, and that error early on.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here for that first bit of the inning, but because it seemed so crucial, but that's the way it goes. As now we are into zone, we got the stats here. As look at the definite differential in the stats here between the Flamingos and the Death Battlers. The Death Battlers definitely threw everything they could to try and make up those points, and it sort of worked. They did get that 1 point, but just wasn't quite enough to make more. So now we go into, well, the pitching. The pitching was something else. There you see Viral. Sergio Viral. Nearly going the whole game. He let loose 2 home runs on his watch, but luckily it didn't keep him down, didn't keep him out, he shrugged it off. He kept going all the way to the final inning where Jake ended up coming in and closing out, but unfortunately over there on the Death Battlers, it's a different story there, Jim.
Yep, Chad James, of course, struggled in the first 2 innings, and just unfortunately just couldn't keep things rolling. The bullpen came through for him to keep things at bay to give them a chance, but the early onslaught was too much for them. As you see there, Chad James picking up the loss, bringing his record to a hard fought 2 wins, 9 losses with that 5.31 ERA. Much the opposite of Sergio Viral for the Flamingos. As that will do it as we get to our 3 stars of the night here for this final game.
There it is.
Should be noted that I put in a vote for this game for Kwang Not X-Ray, the right fielder for the Flamingos, with that stellar catch that probably won them the game. Because if that ball goes out, it is a tie ball game at that point. But of course, as you see here, coming up in third, Sergio Viral, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, and 3 walks, and a few strikeouts as well for the Flamingos.
Yeah, and of course, Victoria Stumfeld there in second. Maybe she should have been first, but we'll get to the first in a moment. But she came in with that home run, the 2 bases, the RBI, 2 runs, going 2 for 4. But of course, we got the Death Battler, Thak Nugent, in first with the home run himself, going 3 for 4. Just those little bit of stats difference, edging him out for the first and final bit here on the G1 Baseball League. Thank you all so much for being here. We will be back next week for more, and of course, this channel will be live again tomorrow night. Same time, same channel, but it'll be the G1 Football League. So hopefully you'll be around for that then. But for Jim, for myself, Rod, we are out of here till next week, and we'll see you all then. All right, there we go.